wear my Levi jeans. When you're popping out your phone, going down to it.
Baby, you know how I'm on my bullshit. I'll let you ride. Rodeo in your room, that shoe breaks loose with perfect timing. That really tease me in them jeans, girl.
All right, y'all. What is up? Welcome in. Welcome in. Now, this is not going to be a long live. It's going to be short. But I wanted y'all to know this because a lot of people don't know. Y'all know we're going through a government shutdown. It's going on, 30 days. Food stamps are being cut. Certain states are waiting by the 27th of October to see if they're going to reopen back up. Listen. The left is standing on business. The right is sitting here still trying to windmill it. In that time, we had a surprising person. Now, this lady is what she used to look like. She was over South Dakota. This is what she looked like now, and she's over Homeland. Miss Thing over here, while we sitting here trying to figure out how we're going to eat, and what we're going to do, people done lost their jobs going into food bank lines, and we're going to go into that. Shorty Do Wop over here is spent $2 million on a private jet of taxpayers' money, honey. $2 million of our money out our check. She spent it on. Yes, $2 million. So while we're sitting here trying to figure out what we're gonna do, people done lost jobs, people did this and that. She done it. This is not her first time. I'm gonna tell you what she did to South Dakota. So a while back when she was over South Dakota, she was like, oh, a lot of people want to talk about me pewing my dog or doing this and that, right? This isn't her first time. So she has spent $2 million on of our money. Hold on. That we get on that, right? Let me do that. Okay. So this is what she does. Hold on. So a while back, she including her seat of $80,000 for a nonprofit that raised money for a political career and use of the State Future Fund. The State Future Fund in South Dakota. They just added on to the $2 million of drawing criticism and questions for lawmakers because she got 2 private jets. What the fuck she need a private jet for? I don't know. I didn't know she was flying across the world, having meetings. I didn't know. So yes, $2 million. And and when they asked her about it, she said, "Oh, I thought I had the right to do so." Right? So our money, that's what she used it for. While the government has a shutdown. So let's go to TikTok. My bad, I responded with something. I want to have another conversation about something too. But while she's sitting here telling black men who didn't do nothing to her, that they are a terrorist threat because they talking about their dear lovely friend. She out here spending $2 million. And I'm trying to get to the understanding of who told you that that was cool. Like, I'm gonna let Auntie over here explain it. Here we go. We on Tickety Talk, and we got the right to.
That gross. So, as I'm sure you know, we're in a government shutdown. Federal workers aren't getting paid. The White House is threatening to cancel back pay for 750,000 furloughed workers. Military families are at food banks in ever-increasing numbers, and 40 million Americans could lose their SNAP benefits too. So what does Kristi Noem do during this same shutdown? She just approved a contract for 2 Gulfstream G700 luxury jets for her personal use. The cost, $200 million. Yes, $200 million. And again, these aren't just private jets. These are luxury private jets.
Live life to the fullest in the most.
First of all, man, while you doing all of that, my money, everybody else money, we want to sit in there for free. We want to take a flight to where we want to go for free. So why you giving it out and we right here struggling? Some of us are trying to touch 2 million net worth. You sitting here playing. So when we gonna sit in for free for the luxury that our money, our hard working money went towards? Miss Plastic Barbie. Oh, okay.
Spacious cabin in business aviation. With up to 5 flexible living areas, including the signature G700 Ultra Galley and an optional grand suite with shower.
And yes, they did opt for the grand suite and the shower. This may be the grossest part. So back in May, the Coast Guard asked for $50 million for one private jet, and Congress said no. So what did Kristi Noem do? She waited till the shutdown when nobody's getting paid, and she quadrupled the request. By the way, don't say, well, she didn't know about it. She personally approves every DHS contract over $100,000. So, she knows this is for her. Now, they're claiming that it's for safety, but what about the safety of everybody who can't afford to eat? Don't they deserve safety? Now, House Democrats have sent Kristi Noem a letter saying that the purchases suggest the Coast Guard has been directed to prioritize your own comfort over its actual needs. And they added that they are, quote, deeply concerned about your judgment as a, quote, steward of taxpayer dollars. I think it's pretty safe to say that America agrees. You guys, this is what they mean when they say government efficiency. They mean efficiency for us, as in everything we rely on gets cut, but for them, luxury all the way. This isn't incompetence, it's the point. They want you to think that government doesn't work while they are flying around in private jets with bedrooms and showers in them. It's a let them eat cake moment if I have ever seen one. I don't care what party you are, you should be outraged by it. Okay, you may want to sit down for this one because it's just that gross. So, as I'm sure you know, we're in a government shutdown. Federal work.
As that is going on, right? While that is happening, we have this that just happened in Trinidad. Now, y'all know, and this is from Here's Why Kevin, shout out to him. And this is the stuff that's going on, why everybody arguing about who need conservatorship that don't matter. As a family in Trinidad is demanded justice after the relative was reportedly killed by the U.S. military at the behest of Donald Trump. Chad Joseph, a 26-year-old fisherman, was one of at least 27 men killed by the Trump administration intrajudicial killings in the Caribbean Sea. I'm feeling very hurt. You want to know why? Donald Trump took a father, a brother, an uncle, nephew from families. Donald Trump don't care what he is doing, said one of Chad Joseph's cousins. Joseph leaves behind a young daughter, according to his relatives. President Trump continues to order the military to strike boats in the Caribbean Sea. They accuse of being narco-terrorists carrying drugs to the United States. Sorry, y'all. Now, these men are making money as fishermen to get the fish to send it here or wherever they got to go to, you know what I'm saying, do what they're supposed to do to feed the people. So he decides, to his small brain tail, to do what he did to these people boats and killed this young man. And did it in Venezuela, and these were fishermen who were sitting here trying to make a trade to make sure they had money to eat, but he don't care. That's what he doing. On top of his $2 million, since they want to say they're not doing that. Look, y'all thought I was lying when I told y'all they are hiring for ICE? Shout out to Here's Why Kevin. ICE forced to lower hiring standards. 30% of ICE agents can't complete push-ups because there are normal people that were not trained for this position. So she's just giving them out. To push to double the amount of ICE agents has been obstructed by push-ups. According to the Atlantic, more than 1/3 of the recruits at the ICE Georgia Training Academy are failing the agency already eased fitness test, which only requires 15 push-ups, 32 sit-ups, and a 1.5-mile run in in 14 minutes. ICE officials told the magazine new recruiters are pathetic and authentically allergic to forcing the agency to lower its standards even further. Veteran officer says the rush to meet Trump's goal of 10,000 new agents by January means that the agency is putting unfit, undetained officers on the street to meet quota. I told y'all this. Majority of those ICE agents are not trained. They're just hired onto a job. Yeah. So this is what we got going on while people try to figure out what they're going to eat next month. They can't afford it. This is what we got going on. There's another gendermandery. It just happened in Texas. It went to Louisiana and now to North Carolina while people are struggling to eat. North Carolina is following Texas lead. Today, Republican lawmakers approved new congressional maps designed to protect the Republican majority by giving their party another seat in the House ahead of midterms. The Republican-controlled legislator forced through the map, redrawing which could unseat Democrat Rep. Don Davis. Unfortunately, Democratic Governor John Stent can't veto redistricting plans. Soothe on the math will affect unless lawsuits by Democrats or voting rights groups succeed. So basically, let me explain to you what the gendermandering is. So it's 1/3 of Black people. Now, if you notice in your state, like Houston has a lot of Black people, right? Cut that in half. Cut that down. So it's a certain percentage. North Carolina, Louisiana, how they did New Orleans, we know it's a lot of Black people. It's 1/3 of that. So it's a shortage percentage, meaning I can only count so many Black votes and I can only count so many Hispanic votes. But if there are palm-colored people and that want to be Republican, we can count their vote. That's gendermandering. Black vote and Latino votes don't matter. And while y'all was sitting here saying it didn't matter, we told y'all it mattered. Oh, they're going to choose who they want to anyway. No. We are hiring them to do a job for us. They are not doing their job and they're trying to fight us. A lot of people are waking up to what is going on. This has started. Atlanta, don't act like it's not going to be y'all next. Florida, Tennessee, don't act like it ain't coming. And also, let me tell you what he's doing to the White House. I just want to go ahead.
Sound of construction to the back. You hear that sound? Oh, that's music to my ears. I love that sound. Other people don't like it. I love it, Josh. I think when I hear that sound, it reminds me of money. You probably hear the beautiful sound of construction to the back.
He is building a $250 million ballroom. That's why they are cutting your funding for food stamps, Medicaid, housing, cancer research, STD research, all of that. That is what it is. I want to say this and I'm going to move forward. The Black conservatives is very quiet right now. Y'all was just out here bothering folks. They got flipped like Andre Williams. And now y'all are sitting here wondering, what did I do? You put your trust in somebody who showed you time and time again he is not for you. I want y'all to be prepared. I'm gonna say this. There's going to be something happen, and I want y'all to understand. The revolution will not be televised. It's coming. I feel it in my bones. People are starting to get up. You have regular against billionaires like him, and I want y'all to understand. People are fin to come and fight and protest like never before. I want y'all to understand. I'm gonna tell y'all, for anybody, y'all gonna see a nation grow into getting along, whether you like each other or not, for the sake of what's better for the people. And I want y'all, and I know we Black folks say we resting, ain't nothing bothering us. Get your rest up. Get your body right. Because once we step out, that's why they're like, oh yeah, we want to do this and that to them. They know our voice is more powerful than anybody else. Because we're going to stand on that. To the people who are saying they want to steal because of their food stamps, don't do that. That's what they want y'all to do. So they can put you behind bars. They want to make it look like that's all y'all want is food stamps. That's all you're good for. Baby, we have made it through so much. I want y'all to just go look how far you came and how far you can make it. I don't care if you got to sit here and make you some candles, bracelets. They going to buy it from you right now because people want to do something for small businesses. You hear me? If you got to get you some plates together, get them. If you braid hair, do it. You do nails, do it. You do feet, do it. You make clothes, make them. If you do content, do that. But please don't take yourself out there to them people's stores where that's what they want y'all to do. Please don't do that. Please do not do that. Don't do it to yourself. I know it's hard. I know you used to them. Oh, how I'm going to feed my family. You're going to feed them. You're going to feed them. You're going to be just fine. And I want y'all to know what is put in front of y'all is not to hurt you. Don't ever think that. That'll never go through. I want y'all to see these lies of government people that are food banks right now getting their food. From the military to federal workers.
And I think about you hating me. So and I think about you.
This is ridiculous. Military members have now had to resort to food stamps and food pantries because they and their families are not being fed or paid during the government shutdown caused by Republicans. Republican Speaker Mike Johnson could call Congress back into session where they could pass a stopgap measure to assure that these military men and women get paid. But that would mean swearing in a newly elected Democratic senator, which would result in the release of the Epstein files. And you know that the Republicans do not want those files released. More proof that Donald Trump and Republicans simply don't care about our men and women in the U.S. military. This is ridiculous. Military members have now had to resort to food stamps and food pantries because they and their families are not being fed or paid during the government shutdown.
Demand is up, supply is down, and now we're getting hammered by the fallout from the government shutdown.
Marriott also, if people are in the service and not getting paid and they need to get paid, Marriott is hiring veterans and military people to work for them for now, until this is over. I'm going to play this, and then we're going to listen to what Hakeem Jeffries has to say on Instagram. Bad. I've in my 37 years of life, I ain't never seen nothing like this. And I said this man ain't nothing but chaos. I said that, but let's listen to Hakeem what he had to say.
And that's why we're standing up for the health care of everyday Americans. And that's why Democrats are in this fight until we win this fight. Thank you all.
Let me see if I can go back. All right. Let me basically let me see what he said. He said GOP underestimate the American people will fight for the cause. So basically, Hakeem is saying, hey, we ain't doing nothing until you figure out what we're gonna do with these people. They have no food. Let me see if they uploaded. Somebody just uploaded it. It's a lot going on.
Here in a moment.
People are threatening to unalive Hakeem. Let me see what he said. Give me a minute, y'all. Give me a minute. Gosh, he think he supposed to bully people into robbing him. All right, let me go see what Hakeem Jeffries said on his live today. Let me see if Kevin got it. Hold on, y'all. Because, Jolanda got something to say. Hold on. We're going to listen to Miss Jolanda. Let's hear what she got to say, y'all.
Bullshit. I'm calling some BS. I'm telling you. And sometimes in life you need to speak truth to power. Greg Abbott is literally dumping $90 million into Harris County to steal this county like they stole 5 seats with those racist maps that y'all saw me fight so hard against to buy Harris County and turn it red. Well, I am on the ballot right here, right now. If you haven't voted for me, please go vote. Please like, share, tag this this live. Please go to jolandajones.com and donate. I need your money because $90 million is a lot. But guess what? If the village embraces me, then we can win this. I will fight for you like I fought during the quorum break. I did not come back to allow them to have the quorum they needed to pass those racist maps. Thank you to everybody who's tuning in. Shelly, well, a bunch of people, so many people. Thank you for tuning in. Share this, y'all. You got to go vote for me now. Early vote is going on now. There is urgency. Elections have consequences. And the consequences of the 2024 elections, when people were like, oh, I don't want to vote, or nothing is going to help, or I don't like the parties, guess what? Somebody is going to win. Okay, right now, Trump controls this country, and our lives are really more difficult than they've been in a very long time. He's trying to send us back, and it's because people didn't vote. So I am telling you, please, this man, this governor has dumped $90 million into Harris County. I need help from the little guys because clearly the rich people ain't for me because they know at the end of the day, if push comes to shove, I'm fighting for the little guy and the little girl who are living and struggling just like I did growing up. So please go vote for me now, Jolanda Jones. Please go to jolandajones.com and donate. I need your help. We can also use volunteers. You can sign up to volunteer on jolandajones.com. Let me spell my name for you, JOLANDAJONES.com. It's a made up black name. Thank my mother for that. I got to work. I see a voter coming up. I got to go ask this voter to vote for me. I'll see y'all. Please share this live. It's super important. I need your help. Holla.
Okay. So I'm gonna read to y'all what Hakeem Jeffries, what they were talking about. I told you that somebody was gonna break down this line. They got it on the hill already. Basically, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, a Democrat of New York, will speak with reporters Wednesday afternoon as Democrats and Republicans continue to see no movement towards reopening the government as the lapse in funding stretches into a fourth week. Democrats have not bucked on their demands that a stopgap funding bill includes extensions to the Affordable Care Act. So basically, this is a T. What it is, they're trying to cut off Affordable Care Act, which is going to affect your areas to where people that don't live in cities will have to go far to the hospital. Let's say you have a heart attack, it's about 20 minutes away. That's what they're trying to stop chaos of this situation of unalivings and stuff. He wants to stop it to have Orange Man to have his ballroom. Now he say he got the funds from the people that he sued, but all of us are kind of like, where did you get these funds from? Because you want to send money over to Argentina. Majority of our money, billions of dollars over there saying that they need it, but you're not thinking about here. And then you're buying $2 million planes. Okay. All right, to expire the end of the year. Republicans who are eyeing a new proposal to extend previous funding levels to January have argued that moving through a clean continuing resolution is the best path. Jeffries has blasted GOP lawmakers in both chambers for using to negotiate and criticize him for Mr. Orange Man for being unserious by posting an AI-generated videos of stalemate. So he basically saying, listen, he's not serious what's going on. He's poop all over the United States because he's not getting his way and all of that. So Jeffries is like, bruh, like, what are you doing? So he posted this. Let me play it. It's ridiculous at this point, but I mean they doing something.
Donald Trump and Republicans have now shut the government down for 22 days, and they've got zero interest in opening it back up. Here's what they have been up to. Donald Trump has spent more time on the golf course than he has talking with Democrats to address the health care crisis that Republicans.
So here is the team. This is just. Trump is trying to push it so by the time they do have a conversation, is nothing they can do with that insurance, meaning nobody won't have insurance. People that can afford it, they're going to take it. It's going to go from I think somebody said a pro cost could be up to $300 or $400, right? How about it goes up to $2,200?
Republicans have created. House Republicans have been on vacation now for 4 consecutive weeks. Donald Trump is demolishing parts of the White House in order to create a ballroom where he can be celebrated like a king. Mm-hmm. They managed to find $40 billion to bail out Argentina, but can't spend a dime to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits. And now Donald Trump is trying to extort $230 million from the Department of Justice to line his pockets. Democrats are going to continue to hold the line, cancel the cuts, lower the costs, save health care. Donald Trump and Republicans have now shut the government down.
So he wants to take away health care for his ballroom. That's the point of it. And people are saying, oh, well, maybe this. No, he wants to take away you living. He's saying, I don't give a damn if you die or not. That's what he's saying. He basically, all these people, oh yeah, he this, he that. Baby, it was never about that. It was control of, really, if you want to be honest, population control. Money to keep the economy going, to put in his pockets. That's what it's about. And people have not seen that yet. I have told y'all before, LGBTQ trans are not your issue. It is them. They want to control what you do. They want to control how you move, how you eat, whatever he wants to feel like he is a king because he wants to be respected as one. And kings don't move like that. Let me see if Kevin posted it yet. He hasn't. Let me go on YouTube and see. And this is what's going on now. Here go the back of our White House, y'all. Let me show y'all. Y'all finna be like, what the hell? Look at this shit. Took away garden that she put right there. That's gone. Look at that. I hope they know when they do stuff like this and they demolish something like this that ancestors build. I hope you know you just released a new havoc on your life. Amen. Amen. They don't play. All them ancestors that was hung, work back there, all types of stuff, baby. You just, I wouldn't want to be. Sometimes it's best to leave things alone. You leave it alone. Just like that burial in Florida, where that man brought the home and it was an Indian burial ground and he messed it up and his house has never been the same. You leave things alone. Let me see if I can pull up Hakeem before we leave, because I'm finna come back in a few and we're gonna talk about Tamar outing. Okay. We're gonna play a little bit. It's only 3 minutes, but we're gonna we're gonna talk about Tamar. But I just want y'all to be aware and share this with everybody. Please.
I said this morning that while there are no talks on the leadership level, there are talks among appropriators, bipartisan, bicameral. Can you give us an update on those talks? And is there any scenario where...
Now, this isn't from today, but once they post today, I will share it in my community post to everyone, because I want y'all to get it just that we are now in 22 days, going on 30 days. A month of a shutdown.
If this thing keeps dragging on for weeks and weeks and weeks, that the Appropriations Committee could actually, there would be no need for a stopgap, because you could start passing individual appropriations bills, including addressing some of the issues that you're demanding.
There are informal conversations that are taking place in the Senate relative to a potential bipartisan path forward, but those conversations have not extended to the House as it relates to the appropriators. Rosa DeLauro made clear earlier today that she's had no outreach from the chairman of the Appropriations Committee, Tom Cole, and there hasn't been any indication of a Republican willingness to actually sit down and work out a bipartisan agreement that makes life better for the American people, that reopens the government, and that addresses the Republican health care crisis. That's challenging. This is day 15 of the government shutdown. And what we've gotten from Republicans is Donald Trump has spent more time on the golf course than he spent talking to Democrats about reopening the government. Mike Johnson and House Republicans have been on vacation for 3 weeks with no indication that they intend to come back, notwithstanding the fact they shut the government down, are hurting everyday Americans, and refuse to address the healthcare crisis that they've created. Yet somehow, they found $40 billion to bail out Argentina in order to benefit and enhance the lifestyles of the rich and shameless, those financiers who are connected to this corrupt Argentinian deal. But they can't find a dime to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits, whose expiration is going to impact tens of millions of Americans. They can't find a dime. They can't be bothered to even sit down and have a conversation. In real time, the Republicans are showing the American people what they're all about. Cruelty is the point. And they only care about the wealthy, the well-off, and the well-connected. This is the Trump friends and family plan. that's hurting the American people and has been since day one. It's the only thing they care about. They promised that costs would go down on day one. Costs haven't gone down here in America. Costs are going up. Inflation is going up. The Trump tariffs are causing thousands of dollars in additional expense for everyday Americans all across the country. Housing costs going up. Grocery costs going up. Electricity bills through the roof. And now people all across America, including in so many different rural communities, are about to experience dramatically increased healthcare costs that's unsustainable for them and for their families, and Republicans could care less. Thank you all.
All right, can I just follow up real quick? Are you being appraised at all on the informal Senate talks that you?
So basically, the Democrats saying, okay, if we can't have this conversation. They supposed to have a conversation before the shutdown. Everybody supposed to sit down and come in agreements of what they were going to do. So the Republicans was told by their master not to show up, and they did not show up. And that's who to blame. I'm seeing a lot of people saying, oh, it's Democrats. No, the Democrats are saying, okay, we here. Whenever you going to want to talk, let's talk. Let's meet our demands for the people. Republicans are saying, hell no, we want that money for ourselves. Gee, we got a little fly. Even if you have a bailout for billionaires through the next inflation that's going to get worse, that's still not enough. The people are on strike for Christmas and Thanksgiving. I need you to know your pockets and your billionaire friend pockets going to hurt. Now, we're not talking about black billionaires, and I'm not going to put them in it, because black billionaires are like, listen, we got to figure something out. These are the people that don't give a damn. Okay? So I want you to understand. They pockets for the hurt. These big companies, you're gonna see I told y'all before, you're gonna see Walmart go down. You're gonna see all these places. Everybody's like, hell no, we got food at home. Hell no, we got this at home. See, the thing is, if we take this away, we can make them eat out. They could give us some money. That's not gonna happen. Baby, the people are on it, honey. All right, I get some more information. I'm going to come back. This is going to be a series because it's going to be the government shutdown. What is happening now? Just like with the crime. Like if I get a crime story, I want to come back with it. We're going to have a series of all this stuff. I want y'all to be aware, be prepared. Stock up on your canned goods. Go get your paper towels. Go get your water. Go get your toilet paper. Just stock up. Make sure your rent is paid. Make sure your bills are good standing. And everything else will work out fine. Please do not stress. Check that 401k, because if the government shut down, you might get pulled out of that. So you I'm gonna see what's going on with that. That's probably gonna be a thing that people gonna have to do to live off of. Just be prepared. I know it don't look great. I know it don't look good, but as long as you keep your energy high and keep dancing in the rain, it always be in sunshine. Thank you for watching. Forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
It's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally.
Birds singing in the dead of night.